Welcome to episode 13 of Perspective Podcast. This is where I talk about music, lifestyle, fitness, and just overall everything because that's what it's all about, perspective. Hope you guys are doing well and hope you guys are having a good start to your week. And we have a lot to talk about. Music. Literally, Playboi Carti finally dropped music and I'm here for it. But before we get into that, make sure you follow, subscribe on whatever platform you're on. Make sure you comment. Please, if you could comment, that would really make me happy. Comment, like, and yeah, let's get this podcast going because we're on episode 13. And yeah, I thank you for tapping in and I thank you for always watching the podcast. I appreciate you. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep improving. Anything that you want to see on the podcast, let me know. If you want anything that you want me to talk about on the podcast, let me know because I'm open and I choose to be open to whatever you want me to talk about or the way that you want this podcast to be set up. Let's get back to the music talk. Playboi Carti dropped music and yeah, what an album. We've waited nearly 5 years for this album. He dropped Whole Lotta Red 2020, Christmas Day, and that was an era itself. The difference from that album to this album is crazy because, bro, I'm just going to talk briefly about Whole Lotta Red when it dropped. So it dropped on Christmas Day and it dropped at 5 a.m. in UK. He actually dropped it at 12. He dropped it at the time that he was supposed to drop it. He didn't delay the drop. He actually dropped it at its specific time. So cool. He dropped it at 5 a.m. I was asleep because I wanted to wake up early for Christmas. However, I wake up randomly during the night and I look at the time and it's just past 5 a.m. Thinking, you know what, let's listen to a few songs on Whole Lotta Red. If I like it, I'll keep listening to it. If I don't like it, I'll go straight to sleep. Man. So, first song Rockstar made, I'm thinking, what on earth am I listening to? What is this? But I'm trying to, and I'm half asleep, bro. I'm not even fully awake. But that damn well woke me up. That damn well woke me up. And then we're going to the next song. I don't know what's the next song after that. I think it's Go to the Moon. Yeah, Go to the Moon. We're listening to that now. And I don't mind it. You know, I like the little beat. Obviously, we heard that one from the snippet that he previewed on his Instagram. So I was cool with it. And then we get into Stop Breathing. Stop Breathing, bro. What a song. I did not like it from the jump. I did not like it. I promise you, after that song, I went to sleep, or I think it was after Jump Out of the House. I don't know, there was one, I think it was after Stop Breathing, I was like, yeah, let's go to sleep. I went to sleep, and then I woke up and I listened to it again. I only liked a few songs, but I Love You, I Hate You was my favourite from the jump. Beautiful song. My favourite song now from the album is Slayer, I can't lie to you. I love Slayer. Slayer's such a good song, so if you don't like Slayer, there's something wrong with you. But yeah. Anyway, enough about Whole Lotta Red. Let's talk about music. So music dropped and it did not drop at its time. I'm actually okay with it not dropping at this time because it was in the morning, 11 a.m. when it dropped, around 11 a.m. when it dropped, and that's perfect for the UK people. In the morning, we can just wake up and listen to it during the day instead of listening to it at 12 a.m. Well, it would have dropped at 5 a.m. So I'm happy it released at 11 a.m. because I got to listen to it at the same time that people would have listened to it when it dropped. So I was happy with that. You know, we got the whole day to listen to it. I literally reacted to it straight away. Literally reacted to that as soon as it dropped. It's crazy because I went to the gym in the morning and then I came back, did my Bible studies, whatever, and then as soon as it was finished, album dropped. I was like, bet, let's go. So I listened to the album now and 30 songs. I'm thinking, shit. I'm thinking, damn, 30 songs. This is going to be a long album reaction. Even though the album is 1 hour, 60 minutes, 30 songs is crazy. It just shows that there's not a lot of, the length of the songs are not long, but 1 hour 16 is ridiculous. 1 hour 16 is crazy. And Whole Lotta Red had 24 songs and it was a longer album. Yeah, 1 hour, no, it's a shorter album. Damn, I take it back. But it just makes you realize that a length of a song really has a contribution to the album. But even though there's 30 songs. I don't think there should have been 30 songs. There's quite a few songs that were not needed. The first half, you know, you got Pop Out. I don't like Pop Out. I don't like Pop Out. I cannot lie to you. And then you have Crush. Crush is cool. It just sounds like an intro. That should have been the intro to the album. It really should have been the intro because it sounds like an intro. There's not no high momentum to the album. It's just all over the place. And there's not even no proper Travis feature too. He's just saying ad-libs. He produced the song. It's a good song, but I don't think there was anything really added to that song. Then you got K-pop. I wasn't really a fan of K-pop when it dropped. Listening to it now, I'm like, okay, I can vibe to it a little bit. However, I don't think I'll be listening to it in my own time. You got Evil Jordan, which is going crazy on TikTok. Well, it's going crazy regardless. Everyone loves Evil Jordan. And it's mad because when Evil Jordan dropped on YouTube or when he put it on his YouTube, it was what I'm trying to say, the reception from that song was cool, but it wasn't as crazy as it is now. It's mad how you have to drop a song on streaming platforms for it to just shoot up. Or maybe it was that beat drop or like the, you know what I mean, the little beat drops that he did. It's little things that make a difference, and he should have just dropped it on streaming platforms because look, it's looking to debut at number 3 on the Billboard charts, which he really should have just dropped it on streaming platforms. But hey, he decided to take his time, I guess. And then you got Evil Jordan. Then you got Mojo Jojo. And that has Kendrick Lamar in it. Well, he's just doing ad-libs, but it's crazy because we'll get into the Kendrick talk later. I like Mojo Jojo. I think it's a vibe. And then you got Philly. Philly's a very good song with Travis. Real ones know the sample from Carter's Son off NBA Youngboy's album. And then you have Radar. Radar is cool. I like the Metro Boomin production to it. And then it progresses to Rather Lie with The Weeknd. Fire song. But I'm hearing that there may be some AI use on it, which low-key takes away the authenticity of the song. I'll still be listening to it, but I don't know if I'll fuck with it as heavy. I don't know. If it's a lie, it's a lie. I hope it's a lie about the AI stuff. Then you got Fine Shit. It's cool. Backdoor with Kendrick and a little bit of Jhené Aiko. I like Backdoor. It's catchy. Toxic. It's crazy because I wasn't really a fan of it, but then as soon as SKEPTA came on, then I started to like it. It's mad how Future can make such a contribution to an album or to a song to make it sound better, because I wasn't really feeling Toxic until I heard SKEPTA's part, and then after that I was like, you know what, okay, I can vibe with it. But hey, SKEPTA and Carti back to back, man. SKEPTA's been on a ridiculous run in terms of in terms of his aura, bro. Then you got Munyon. I'm not really a fan of. Crank, fan of it. Charles Them Hoes a Fee. Future's run on this album, top tier. He's really been having a good run with his features, and you gotta give him that praise, bro, because man, his feature run it actually was better than Kendrick. That's not even a hot take at all. Future had a better feature run than Kendrick on the album, and then you have and then you have Good Credit Score. Kendrick's feature, it was cool. Cardi my evil twin. But one thing I'll say though about Kendrick, we're gonna get into the topic of Kendrick, or should I get into it later? Okay, you know what? Let's get into it now. So, with this album, yeah, he really was on a Carti album. Out of all people, Kendrick's meant to be the guy that does not stand with people that abuse women or deadbeat fathers or just weird antics towards women and people. Carti, on the other hand, he's had allegations of choking a pregnant woman, being a deadbeat father, not being the best when it comes to women. Like he's always had a weird reputation about that. So it's a bit hypocritical to be being on 3 songs, not even just 1, 3 songs when you was beefing with Drake and saying all this stuff, but now you're on a song with Carti. Obviously, we don't know what happens behind the scenes, but it is very hypocritical because it's like, damn, what are you doing? And I didn't even realize this until I saw Anthony Fantano's explanation about this. And I cannot lie, that's the first time I've ever actually agreed with him. Honestly, like, what is the world coming to? We're really agreeing with Anthony Fantano now. He usually has stinky takes, but that one, he hit the nail on the head. He hit that perfectly. So I got, you know what I mean? I got to be not fairs, because that was actually a very fair point. It takes away the morality and it takes away the authenticity, or just anything that you're saying. Like, it makes me, of course, I'm still going to listen to Kendrick. I fuck with him heavy, but when listening to his music now, it's just going to be like, okay, you know what I mean? It's just going to make me look sideways now. But I'm just a music enjoyer, you know what I mean? I'm just here for the music. Regardless, he had good features on there. It low-key seems like a strategic move though. Or maybe I'm just looking too deep. And I was talking to my boy about this and he was saying the same thing. It could just be a strategic move, but at the same time, we're just here for the music. But now this also made me realize that the Carti and Drake love is gone. No wonder why Carti didn't clear No Face because of all of this. And it just makes you realize that, damn, who is really on Drake's side? Who? Because the boy really is just, he's a popular loner. He's a popular loner. But let's get back to the music talk. So Kendrick, his aura was, his vibe was just weird, but his features was good, so I've got to give him to that. My favorite one with him is probably Backdoor, but his verse on Good Credit was really good. I feel like he was in his bag lyrically, but Backdoor still has it, as well as the beat on Backdoor. That's just catchy. It really is catchy. I think he had a better performance than Carti on Backdoor. But speaking of performance, I genuinely feel like the features on this album had a better performance than Carti, which is not crazy at all. It's not crazy at all. But yeah, Future had the best performance. The Weeknd too on Rather Lie, really, even though he only did the chorus. But yeah, it was a good performance from all of them. Then you got, he really had Uzi on there, bro. He had Uzi on there on Jumpin', and then Twin Trim. I prefer Twin Trim, however, I'm not a fan of how long it took for Uzi to actually get in there, because it took like nearly a minute. Nearly a minute is kind of crazy. Like, we're trying to hear that music, you know what I mean? We're trying to hear that. But I do feel like these are songs from time ago from Uzi and Carti. And from time ago, probably like 2023, because he was mentioning Pink Tape. Pink Tape was from 2023. I don't think they were recent. Yeah, I really don't think they were recent. And then the one with Future, Trim, very good. Cocaine Nose, that one will sound good live, but I wouldn't listen to it in my own time. I was talking to my boy about this too. I feel like I'm drawn away from the opium sound. It is, yeah. And then you have We Need All the Vibes, the one with Thug and Ty Dolla $ign. I'm not a fan of it, you know. I don't know if it's just me. I'm not a fan of it. It just doesn't hit. Maybe I need more time with it, but there was something about it that just wasn't, I wasn't really a fan of it. Thug didn't really sound that good. Carti didn't really sound that good. Ty Dolla $ign low-key had the best part on that song, and I'm not even a fan of it, but of course you gotta give it more time. Olympian. I was listening to that on the drive back from the gym. I think I like it more now. And then you have Opium Baby, for the excessive gunshots, Swamp Izzo, all that stuff needs to stop. That stuff needs to stop. There was so many gunshot sounds, so many gunshot, irrelevant, unnecessary gunshot sounds, and there was a lot of the hi-hat choices. A lot of the beats sounded similar to K-pop or Hood by Air. It had a similar sound. That's probably why all the hi-hats make sense. Like, it matches. The tempo was kind of similar. And yeah, Swamp Izzo, just doing too much, bro. They were really just abusing him on the keyboard, bro. It really reminds me of on the keyboard, yeah, we have DJ, DJ, and you just keep pressing it. That it reminds me of that. Then you have like Weezy. I need more time with it maybe because I'm not really a fan of it. Then you have this one, Got It, fire, fire, mileage, burgers. I feel so invincible. That one's fire. And then you got Walk, fire, Hood by Air, fire. I still feel like that's one of the best songs on the album. Then you got Overly, fire. And then you got South Atlanta, Baby. Not really that much of a fan of it. I'm not really that much of a fan. I can't lie. From his outros, that was an accident. I do feel like from his outros, yeah. His best outro is Feel Like Dying. Like I honestly feel like Dying is a proper outro. South Atlanta, Baby was just random. But hey, maybe I just what is the cat doing? Anyway, maybe I just need more time with the album. I do like it, but I do feel like it's all over the place at times, and it's just getting used to the new sound, even though it's not that new because we've heard a lot of this sound of Carti performing this deep voice ever since Fiend. So, we've been used to this. However, I do feel like there's a difference between vibes in terms of the way people are going to like these albums. People are liking this album. I don't think there's a whole lot of red effect. I therefore feel like it's instant. And however, I do feel like there's more time that's needed with this album because there's just a lot of sounds and a lot of songs to consume. 30 songs is actually crazy because it's just a bit too much to consume. It really is like it. I don't like it, bro. There's so much to consume with 30 songs. Like you really have to give it time to dissect and to actually appreciate the music, because maybe he did the 30 songs because of how long it took for him to drop. But if he really made this album concise with the tracks, then I think it would have been so much better. But he just decided to put 30 songs, and I hope that from the 30 songs or from this album that he doesn't take another 3-year hiatus. I don't think there's a need to do that now, but we'll see. We all know what Carti's like, you know what I mean? He's got his tour to do, and then yeah, he's just gonna keep going after that. But yeah, it's just a bit weird. It is weird, but I like the album. He should definitely give it more time. Still processing the album. How are you finding it? Do you like it or not? What's your favourite songs on the album? I feel like my favourite is this one, Got It, Backdoor, Philly, Rather Lie, and Charge Them Hoes a Fee. I think those ones are my favourites so far. Definitely need more time with it. Definitely need more time for it to sink because it's just mad. It really is just I can't believe he actually dropped, bro. It's actually crazy till this day to even process it. He's actually dropped. But yeah, I hope he comes out during Coachella, during Travis's set, because that would be interesting. We will be there for that, and I can't wait for that. But yeah, music, what an album. And it's crazy that from this album, from his first day streaming, he's got the 7th most monthly listeners. So he surpassed Utopia, Mr. Morale, and a couple more albums for the Dogs, but still has not beaten Drake. But yeah, so it's crazy, but so it really makes you realize that Carti's actually up there. He's actually up there because I think it's like 139 mil is insane for a first day, because the trajectory is gonna go crazy. I genuinely feel like he's gonna sell over 300k first week, and that's gonna be mental. That's gonna be crazy because hey, he's really turning up this year, and it's mad how this stinky rollout has made things just go up. It's mad, really is mad. But yeah, so it just shows that it's being received good, no matter how many songs there are on this album. I mean, we're here to enjoy it, I guess. So that's what matters the most. Just enjoy the album, enjoy it. I do need more time with it, 100%, because man, it's crazy. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention my one critique, the biggest critique actually. Till this day, there is still no Opium feature on this album. There's still no Destroy Lonely. There's still no Homicide. There's still no Ken Carson. It's kind of crazy. You're putting all these big artists on the album. Hold on a minute. There's this cat that just keeps running and walking around. Nah, that cat is so cute. Anyway, you're putting so many you're putting so many big artists, but you're not putting your gang on the album. You're not putting any of them. It's kind of crazy to me, and it's mad how they have not even been on, that Carti has not appeared on their albums. It comes across as weird. Do you really like your team or not? You know what I mean? Like, do you really like your team? Because you've got to put them on. I know you want them to do their own thing, but at the same time, if you want them to continue to grow, at least have them at least contribute or for like an ad-lib or something. That's my only biggest critique. Like, we're 3 albums in. Wait, is it his 3rd album? Well, we're 3 albums in and you still have not, you know what I mean? You still have not done that. So it's kind of crazy to me. Kind of crazy, but hey man, we just gotta keep it stepping, I guess. Kirko, is that his name? On Twitter, Kirko. He is him because he really contributed to everything in terms of this Twitter rollout. He really cooked academics. He cooked and is it NFR or NPR? He cooked them all, bro, because he knew. I don't know how he knew that Kendrick was gonna be on the album. I do not know how he knew, because that's ridiculous. That's crazy. Like, he was really stepping on business, because he put that tweet saying, "Watch this." He said, "Watch this." Everyone in the comments was saying like what? But hey, fairs, bro. He cooked. He really did cook, and he really had academics rattled with all of that, because obviously academics fucks with Carti heavy, and he's still trying to have this whole lot of red effect when he was on the album, whatever. But it's just mad how things move. You can really tell you can tell who he fucks with the most. And I don't know who Kirko is, bro, but he's him. Kirko is that guy. He probably has to do a face reveal now after this, because he stood on business. He really did. And the way Twitter was moving, crazy. Twitter was all over the place. TikTok was all over the place. But it's just nice to see Carti dropping his album now. We're gonna talk about SKEPTA a little bit. He knows who I am. He knows who I am. Hey, who would have thunk it? So, I posted a video of me just vibing out to his music. Bullet from a Gun. I really like Bullet from a Gun. It's my favorite SKEPTA song. So I was vibing to that now, and then I posted it on my TikTok, and then not only he liked it, but he also reposted it. Yeah. So hey, I'm BBK certified now. But yeah, it's just nice. It's nice to know and see that someone that I like musically is appreciating my content of me appreciating his music. It's nice to know, and it's nice to know that what I'm doing is paying off, that it's being seen from people on a bigger scale, from millionaires. Like, if you actually just think about that, but it's not about the money, but it's about who he is, and I appreciate him for that, because it's just about the graft and about the passion that we just got to keep stepping, because I really see myself working with artists. I see myself being on that just on that level, working with artists and just expressing the love that I have for music with you guys and the community, and being able to just continue with that and to give back to everyone through the recommendations and everything. And the fact that I can talk about the music that I love and to do everything freely, it's a blessing. So I'm very grateful. And the way that my content has been going up recently, I'm very grateful. The Young Thug videos on like over 1 million views. Like that's insane. That is insane. But yeah, I'm very grateful, and I thank you all for the support, because it's mad. The momentum is gonna keep going. We're gonna keep standing on business, and we're just gonna keep pushing, because before you know it, I don't even know. Before you know it, you know what I mean? Before you know it, it's just gonna keep going crazier, and all I've got to do is just be present. I think sometimes it can be easy to be discouraged, and it can be easy to be worried, but you just have to keep going, because these moments like this really makes you appreciate all that hard work that you put through. So yeah, I'm very grateful, and I thank you, and shout out to SKEPTA, man, because he's the GOAT. I'm excited to go to Wireless even more now, because he's gonna do a set there, and I'm excited to go to BBK, to go to SKEPTA's Big Smoke Festival, because of course he will be there. If I can work with them or anything, that would be sick. I've really been trying to get myself out there more, to be more seen from people or artists or anyone part of the industry, so that we can collaborate, because I realize that with my content I'm a bit isolated. I do quite a bit of things on my own, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't want to be doing things on my own, you know. I want to be out there. I want to be work with other people, just cooperating with other people, building a name, not just for myself but for everything and everyone. Damn. Then we're going to talk about Rolling Loud. Rolling Loud happened the other day, and I did not see any other headliners, or I did not see any other acts other than A$AP Rocky and Carti. First of all, we're going to talk about A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky's set, fire. The way that he started with his helicopter scene and then coming down from the wire, fire. He really stood on business, but I do feel like his set was a bit mid. I don't know. It would have been nice to hear some testing songs. It would have been nice to hear songs from his past discography all in one. But it's nice to see that he's doing his new songs or previewing new songs. He mentioned a Drake line in there. He mentioned Drake and someone else that he mentioned. But we're just here for the new album, I guess. And I hope that it drops. I feel like this. What was I gonna say? Damn, I get distracted. I feel like this court situation has really got him on this big high now, and I know for a fact him performing was one of the greatest feelings ever, bro, because he was about to be locked up for years from the situation. So now to know that he's free, or now to know that he's able to do what he wants to do and to drop this album and to just do these sets, lit. You could definitely tell the excitement as he was performing, and it's lit. And then he brought out SKEPTA to perform Praise the Lord, which is a sick moment. So yeah, it's just nice to know that they're doing all of these things together, and that SKEPTA is just out, man. That he's out doing all these things, bro. It's just nice to see that. And then you had Carti's set, which was yesterday, bro. That cat, bro. Bro, the way cats walk is actually funny, but the way Carti's set was yesterday, his set was 1 hour 52 minutes. 1 hour 52 minutes. He's never had a set that long before. He's never had that set that long before. I will say, I think it was more of a listening party more than a actual performance and show, because he brought everyone on the stage. He brought Dabo, Kai Cenat, he brought The Weeknd, Nav, SKEPTA, Geo, a few, Luca, Gunna, not Gunna the rapper, Gunna the photographer, but a lot of people. He brought a lot of people on stage, bro. He brought the Opium Heads. I don't even know if Ken and Destroy Lonely were there, but he brought basically his whole gang. And yeah, it just seemed like a listening party, because you can't really vibe the fullest to an album when it's just released. You still gotta let it marinate, and you still gotta listen to the music. We're still, you know what I mean? They're still trying to process the music, so of course you can't really expect the crowd to go crazy, because you don't even we don't even know what we're listening to really. But honestly, you know, for a fact, there's probably people that have not heard the album that were there and they heard the album there for the first time. That's actually kind of lit, you know, to be fair, if that actually happened. But his performance was good. I think it was just a listening party. It's good to see him out and to actually just enjoy the music, I guess, and to just vibe out. It's just nice to see that. And everyone's saying that they think that his mysterious act is gone. Bro, he's just doing this because his album is dropped and then he'll be back in his mysterious ways. Like, just watch. He's going to be back in his mysterious ways, bro. I feel like I'm just excited to see how it's going to roll out during the week with this album, because he's not going to do interviews. What is he going to do? Like, I'm just excited to see how it's going to roll out with this album. But I feel like he's just going to let the album sit. He has his tour soon with The Weeknd, so yeah, it would just be good to see how things are going to pan out. But yeah, I'm very, very excited because he's going to do a tour for UK, or he has to. Like, yeah, I'm just intrigued to see how he's going to do everything, because he will just continue to grow and just grow even more. So yeah, Rolling Loud was good. I will say though, the crowd was a bit mid. I hope the crowd is not that weak when I go America soon, because we're trying to turn up. However though, it will be Coachella, so the crowd wouldn't really go as crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting the crowd to go crazy. It's not really going to be that type of festival, unless only for Travis though. We will be there. We will be there. I'm still yet to get some clothes for that. Man, I'm still yet to go shopping. I'm still yet to go thrift shopping and get clothes. I'm still yet to do everything for that. I'm still yet to plan. We have 30 days until we go. 31 or 30 days. We have 30 days until we go. 30 days. I can't wait. I cannot wait. That's bro. We're really coming to the final days. We're pushing. Days are getting closer. And now it's just about keeping the momentum and just keep going, because you never know what's around the corner. You never know. What do you guys think about the album though? Do you like it or do you not? What else dropped? I'm not really sure about what dropped, but there's just been a lot of Carti that I've been listening to that I haven't really been listening to anything else, really. I still be listening to my music, the usual music that I listen to. Going back to the Dabo and Kai Cenat, it's very inspirational. Honestly, it's inspirational to see them do that, because I'll be thinking, if they can do that, then so can I. You know what I mean? Like, just gotta stay consistent with it, man. And bro, Dabo's outfit that he was wearing, that's ridiculous, bro. That is ridiculous. And as well, Kai Cenat, man, he's just him, bro. He's just him. But yeah, it's nice to see that they're just out doing their thing. And so, as you know, I'm into football. I haven't really been tapping in as fully, but I love football, right? And I support Aston Villa. So far, they're on a generational run. We're in the quarterfinals, and the game that we got next is PSG. Man, I don't know what's gonna happen there, and it's tough because I won't even be here when the game goes on. I'll be in America, so I can't even go to the game, which is tough. But hey, the run that we're on, clear. Asensio and Rashford, their link-up play, beautiful. The way everyone's playing, beautiful. Everyone's run, beautiful. It's just mad that in the Prem we're playing a bit mid, but in the Champions League we're playing better. I see what they're doing though. It makes sense. I genuinely see it, but it's just we gotta turn it up a notch in the Prem. You know what I mean? We can't be playing half-hearted. We gotta turn it up to the max. And that is actually a raw fact. But yeah, Villa are clear, and that's my team. I really should get their kit because I still don't have their kit. I've got their kit from years ago, but we got to update that, man. Mental health check. We're going to talk about mental health for a little bit. And this is my question I do every week. How are you feeling and how are you mentally? I hope you're okay, and I hope you're taking care of yourself, and I hope you're staying disciplined. I was reading the Bible today, yeah, and it was talking about discipline, and it was saying that God loves those that are disciplined, and what was it? It was just something about God loves those that are disciplined, and He'll forever guide you no matter what during times of trouble. So whatever you're doing, make sure you're staying disciplined. Make sure you're doing those things that give you a slow dopamine rush instead of going for a quick dopamine fix. I believe that I'm a victim of that. I sometimes go for the quick dopamine fixes, but with time, you'll get better. But yeah, make sure you're being disciplined and make sure that you're focusing on yourself. Make sure that you're going to the gym, getting your workouts done. Make sure that you're eating right as well, doing a 20 to 80% good food and 20% junk food. Make sure you're just being the best version I can. I hope you're okay, honestly. And yeah, just stay doing and being the best version of yourself. Not for anyone but you, because that's the best thing that you can do. At the end of the day, all we have is us. And yeah, just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because it's important. And I hope that you're okay. I hope that you're well, and I hope that you're happy. How I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very refreshed. Last night I went to sleep at deadass 10, so we got that good 8 hours of sleep. I'm feeling refreshed, ready to continue with the day. I woke up feeling ready. Spring is on Thursday, which is mad. Spring is on Thursday. It's crazy how the winter period is gone, and then next week the clocks go forward. So it's a beautiful thing to see. It is actually mad, because a couple of months back it was really dark at around 3. It was getting dark at 3, but now it's getting dark at around 6. So it's beautiful. It's mad. It's actually crazy to actually think how things are just changing like that, but I'm here for it. And also, I am rehab free. You remember when I told you that I was injured with my knee, bro? It's gone. Touch wood. It's gone. From the consistent 6-week training, we have restored my knee. I don't have to do it no more. I don't have to do no rehab. I'll still be doing that frequently, but not as much. But yeah, it's mad how that just happens. But where's there to talk about? I see that Spotify do this daylight music stuff, and it's mad because it changes every day, and it's a lot of different music. Like right now, it's got Bad Bunny. The title for my day list is Looping Urbano Latino Morning Afternoon. So just a lot of Latino music, I guess. Looping Urbano Latino Monday afternoon. Yeah, man, whatever they said, it's just a lot of Latino music. I'm here for it though. I like all types of music. The song of the week, yeah, I'd say is this one, got it. Mileage, Perkis, I feel so invisible. Mileage, Perkis, I feel so invisible. And that's a fact. I really spoke for time about this Kanye. What? Oh, speaking of Kanye, he's weird, bro. The way that he's just posting on Twitter, I don't even see it. I don't even follow him on Twitter, so I don't even see tweets from him. I just see what Kirko be posting about him, and it's just off. It's just off. Now apparently he likes Drake, which is just weird. Yeah, it's weird, bro. It's so weird. But yeah, the fall off of Kendrick needs to be studied, because I don't know what he's up to now. Also, Severance. If you have not watched Severance, go and watch it. It's a really good show. It's on the last episode is on Friday, and I'm here for it because it's been a really good show and I enjoy it a lot. And if you don't know about Severance, it's when you go to work and all you think about is let me do that again. So with Severance, it's a show where you have two different lives. You go into work and all you know is your work life. You don't know about your outside life, and you step out of work and you don't know about your work life. All you know is your outside life. And it's basically about them trying to figure out what goes on in their own life. And you have a range of characters. You have a few characters, but you'll know when you watch it. And I really like it because of how different and original it is. There's never really been a show like that, and I like the thriller vibe that it has to it. It's a bit weird and it's a bit spooky, especially from the song choices that they have with it. It's very interesting, and the cinematography of it is fire. It reminds me of Euphoria because of how good it and nicely it was shot. There's a scene where they go underground and it looks like it would probably be done by AI or from like a graphic designer, but it actually was properly done real life without no use of that. So it's nice to see video filming or shows like that continue to go up, because it just shows they're caring their craft. And Severance is really that show. Even from the acting, from the way things are, the show is really good, and I'd recommend you to watch it because it does not miss. It does not miss at all, and it's just interesting. So yeah, I'd recommend for you to go and listen to it. For you to go watch it. It's really good. I think that's all I got for today's podcast, you know. Who would have thunk it? Guys, this is episode 13 of Perspective Podcast. I hope you have enjoyed this one. We spoke a lot about Carti, and I hope you're enjoying the vibe. Also, I hope that as the episodes go on, that I'm more open, that I'm more confident to speak up and to just be wide. Pause. Just to be more myself. I think with the first podcast, looking back, I was definitely a bit more hindered, but I feel like I'm more expressive. I hope I am, and I hope I'm getting better with the way that I'm communicating, because one thing I've realized is I'm saying like less, and one thing I've realized while doing this podcast is to look at the camera more, because sometimes I do a lot of this, but what matters the most is just looking at the camera and just practicing, doing this every week. Some weeks I'm discouraged to do this. I was actually procrastinating to even film this, but we've done it. So I'm happy we've done this. I'm very proud. I'm grateful that you have watched and stayed tuned for this episode. This is episode 13. Make sure you like, follow, comment, and just do everything that you can to support this podcast, because it's a community and it's about all of us growing together. It's all about perspective. And I still want to do events in the future. I'm still open to do events, music events. I'm open to do running events, fitness events, or just anything involved with that. But it's just all about timing, and we just got to continue with the work and the momentum. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast, and I'll see you next week for episode 14.